We will consider change, but not with a flavor of the month mentality. Rather, we must maintain a vigilant focus on our vision and goals and pursue change carefully by balancing information, defining clear outcomes, and employing a continuous improvement plan of plan, do, check, act. We develop a plan for what we want to accomplish, we implement it, we check our results, and we act with calculated change at an ever-increasing rate. This type of process works throughout every aspect of San Jacinto College. A critical component of this continuous improvement process is having information or data available to inform our decisions. The term we hear so often is a culture of evidence. We have been operating under this premise for several years, but this year we're going to place a greater emphasis on it, both quantitative and qualitative data. The theme you'll hear is SJC data and you. Each of us needs to understand what the data is telling us. Its meaning must be understood in two ways. First, how does data reflect our past decisions? And second, how will that data inform us as we make decisions for the future? The use of data and the courageous conversations around it are a direct reflection of our accountability value, which requires us to take responsibility for our commitments and our outcomes. I'm a firm believer that very few decisions cannot be modified once additional information is obtained. The author Anna Sewell stated, "I'm never afraid of what I know." I operate under this same premise. By having the data, we can make informed decisions and make choices that are consistent with our vision, mission, goals, and values. Over the next few months, I'll be working with you to define a clear vision and strategic plan for San Jacinto College. Where do we want to be in 3 to 5 years? I believe our vision must be a community-generated scenario of the future. And to this end, I intend to invite the San Jacinto College community and our external constituencies to help me chart that future. During the fall, I'll be asking many of you to participate in discussions around our vision, mission, and strategic plan. This process will enable us to capture ideas and concerns from our diverse populations and cultures, which is in alignment with our diversity value. The vision we develop will require a commitment from all of the San Jacinto College community to make that vision a reality. That commitment to a shared future reality will give us hope and inspiration. We must collectively see our future, be our future, and make our future our reality. The strategic leadership team of the college will own that future reality. They will lead and support you to achieve that future reality of this college. I often refer to General Eisenhower's famous statement about the planning of the Normandy invasion. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. Planning is a mechanism that forces people to put their ideas and concerns on the table. It's a dialogue with a goal. Planning does what it's designed to do. It positions you to realize the potential of the institution. Plans are working tools, they're dynamic and flexible, and they're flexible to that ever-changing environment. Organizations are not successful because they have great plans. They are successful because they execute those plans successfully. Let me repeat myself. Our success will be on the ability to execute our plan. We will implement those plans of the future with open collaboration. In my opinion, the most successful way to achieve our plan and improve performance is by working together through teams and teamwork. Through this kind of collaborative work, our best efforts are combined with those of our other teammates. They grow into something far greater and far more satisfying than anything we can achieve on our own. Team. Together, everyone achieves more. And remember, there's no I in team. For San Jacinto College, our team must have a college-wide focus. We are not about one campus, one department, one area, or one individual. Together, everyone achieves more. Our employees are the heartbeat of this institution. You, the faculty, the administrators, and the staff are the human capital of San Jacinto College. You represent not only the past, but also the future. You are the human capital, and as such, you are prime amongst all of our assets. To reach the vision and the goals of the future, we must invest in our human capital. We must recruit, retain, and develop our people while building great teams and a culture of trust. For this year, we are continuing to transition and design the new organizational infrastructure to support our people. We will continue to institute our performance management system using our plan, do, check, act model. And I'm pleased with the results of the first year of our non-faculty system. I'm absolutely amazed at the level of commitment and collaboration that's gone into developing our faculty performance management system. The cross-functional team of administrators and faculty worked diligently through the spring semester. They accepted the charge of the Board of Regents, they were committed to the process, and they discussed the issues, and at many times quite passionately. And they developed a system that is anchored on teaching and learning, on professional development, service to the college, and our values. Not only did they achieve a great product, but I feel the process ushered in a whole new level of communication and partnering between faculty and administrators. It promoted the concept of the third alternative. Not your way, not my way, but our way. I know that many of you think life in education moves too slow. I find that funny because the last few months have been a whirlwind. But no matter how fast we are moving, we must communicate throughout the organization. We have to look for multiple avenues to reach our San Jacinto College community, and you will see various approaches rolled out this year. I plan to continue with the weekly updates, and we'll continue to use the water cooler to share our successes and talk about the accomplishments of our people and programs. While written communication is important, I believe face-to-face interaction is critical for our future. It's my desire to have more open forums to meet with our employees so as to continue a new level of openness, thus enabling our employees to understand our strategic focus, our annual priorities, and the necessary changes that we must all embrace. Our challenges are great, but I know we're all up for that. In closing, I'd like to leave you with two thoughts. The first is a story about a woman in New York City who envisioned giving her husband a wonderful gift. She went to the nursery and asked the nurseryman to show her his best rose plants. He showed her, she bought a few, and took them home and planted them. In a short time, she had a beautiful and lush rose garden, and her husband was most appreciative. But a few days later, she noticed the garden was taking a turn for the worst. She couldn't believe it and was convinced that the nurseryman had sold her defective plants. She called him and explained her situation to him over the phone quite passionately. He listened, and then he responded, "Have you watered those plants? Have you been spraying the leaves? And have you been feeding them?" He didn't hear any response at the other end of the phone, and shortly later, the phone was dead. The moral of this story is, you must constantly feed, nurture, and cultivate an organization and its employees, and in our case, our students. And the second thought is from Nintendo. A young game designer came into work one day and asked his boss, "What should I do?" And the boss replied, "Something great, something great." This message and this answer is what I want to end with for your year. What are we going to do this year? Something great, something great.